3rd October 2021 Madhuban Avyakt BapDada Om Shanti. Revise 31st of March 1988. The Murli's title is A Godly Scheme to Accumulate the Two Powers of Words and Actions. Today, the spiritual flame is seeing his spiritual moths. The moths from all directions have fallen in love, that is, they have sacrificed themselves to the flame. There are innumerable moths who sacrifice themselves, that is, who fall in love. However, after the sacrifice, that sacrifice in which souls became like the flame because of their love for the flame is number-wise. In fact, the sacrifice takes place because there is love in their hearts. There is a difference between deep love in the heart and just having love. Everyone has love, and it is because of love that there has been the sacrifice. The ones who have love in their hearts are the ones who understand the things in the Father's heart and His hopes, and who also fulfill them. The ones who have love in their hearts are the ones who fulfill the hopes and desires of the Father's heart. Being loving with the heart means that whatever has been spoken from the heart of the Father is merged in the hearts of the children. Whatever is merged in their hearts will automatically be in their actions. For those souls who have only love, some things are merged in their hearts and some things are merged in their heads. Whatever is merged in their hearts is put into action. Many thoughts arise out of whatever is merged in their heads, such as, can we do this or not? Or, it has to be done. It will happen at the right time. Because of many thoughts like this, it only stays at the level of thought and isn't put into action. So, today, BapDada saw that all of you are the ones who have sacrificed yourself. If you hadn't sacrificed yourselves, you could not be called Brahmins. Out of love for the Father, you have to make a sacrifice of doing what the Father had said. That is, you have to renounce the consciousness of I, whether it is of arrogance or of weakness. Both have to be renounced. This is called a sacrifice. There are many who sacrifice themselves, but those who have courage to make this sacrifice are number-wise. Today, BapDada is seeing the result of just this 1 month. In this season, BapDada has especially given signals so many times in many different ways for your souls to become equal to the Father, means Bap Saman. This is the special, elevated desire in BapDada's heart. You have received so many treasures and so many blessings. You have come running here in order to claim blessings. The Father is also pleased that the children have been coming to meet Him with such love and that they are pleased to receive blessings. However, who are the ones who are going to fulfill the hopes and desires of the Father's heart? To what extent have you put into practice the things that the Father has told you about? What is the result of all three? Thoughts, words, and actions. To what extent are your minds powerful in relationships and connections? If you have simply sat and churned all those things, that is very good for self-progress and it has to be done. However, for you elevated souls whose minds are elevated, that is, whose thoughts are powerful and who have good wishes and pure feelings, what is the mirror of the power of your minds? The mirror of this is your words and actions. Whether with a jnani souls or with Jnani souls. Your words and actions and your relationships and connections with both types of souls are a mirror. If your words and actions are not filled with good wishes and pure feelings, how can the practical form of the power of your minds be understood? Those who have pure and powerful minds will automatically have powerful and pure words and actions. They will be filled with good wishes. A powerful mind means the power of their remembrance will be elevated and powerful, and they will be easy yogis. Not only will they be easy yogis, but they will be easy karma yogis. BapDada saw that the majority of children pays attention to making remembrance powerful, and they have the zeal and enthusiasm to make their remembrance easy and constant. They are moving forward and thus, and they will continue to move forward. They have good love for the Father, and thus is why they pay good attention to remembrance. Because the basis of remembrance is love. All are very good when it comes to having a heart-to-heart conversation with the Father. However, sometimes they show a stern eye when they get upset with one another, and then they complain to the Father, "Why don't you put this right?" That eye is filled with love and affection. But when they come into the gathering, when they start to perform actions and interact with the family, then there is a lot of wastage of words in the gathering. That is, it is evident in the power of words. Because the power of words is wasted, there is a reduction in the power or special ingredients to make others experience the revelation of the Father. They like the things they hear. That is something else. For you repeat the things that the Father has said, and so they would surely like those things. However, because the power of words is wasted, power is not accumulated. That is why there is still a delay in spreading the sound of the revelation of the Father. There are too many ordinary words being spoken. Instead, let there be alokik words, words of angels. This year, underline this especially. You saw Father Brahma. His words were the words of an angel. Few words and sweet words. Words that are fruitful are accurate, whereas words that don't are not fruitful are wasteful. Even if they are words for business activities and you do have to speak for activities, do not let there be too many words. You now have to accumulate power, just as you accumulate power of the mind with remembrance, and when you sit in silence, you accumulate the power of thoughts. In the same way, accumulate the power of words. Baba will tell you something amusing. In BapDada's world, there is everyone's saving box. You also have a box, means Baba's box, in your centers. Do you not? In the Father's world, there are the children's saving boxes. Throughout the day, each one of you saves and accumulates the three powers of thoughts, words, and deeds, and that is your saving box. There is a full account of how much power of the mind, power of words, and power of actions you have accumulated. You also send an account of your savings and expenditure. Do you not? So, BapDada was looking at your saving boxes. What would have emerged? How much would have been saved in your account? Each one's result is individual. Many boxes were full, but they contain a lot of pennies. When little children save pennies in their saving box, their box gets very heavy. So Baba especially saw thus a great deal in the result of words. You pay attention to remembrance, but you don't pay as much attention to words. So thus here create a scheme to save the powers of both words and actions. The government also creates various saving schemes, does it not? Of course, all of you know that the main one is the power of thoughts. However, along with the power of thoughts, words and actions are also especially connected because they are clearly visible in relationships and connections. Thoughts are incognito, whereas these are clearly visible. The method for saving your words is speak less, speak sweetly, and speak respectfully. Father Brahma made the young and the old belong to him by speaking to them with respect. The more you move forward using this method, the sooner the rosary of victory will be ready. So, what are you going to do this year? As well as service, you specially have to accumulate these powers while doing service. All of you have made the best of all plans for service. Even now, the service that is taking place everywhere according to the plans, whether in Bharat or abroad, is good, and you will continue to do good service, just as you are continuing to move forward with the good wishes of creating a result better than the next. In the same way, in service, let there also be the special thought collectively of remaining content with yourself and of making others content, because three types of service take place simultaneously. First, contentment with the self, which is self-service. Second one, contentment of the gathering, which is service of the family. Third one, serving souls of the world through language, means words, or any other method. Three types of service take place at the same time. Whatever program you create has three types of service merged in it. Just as you pay attention to the method and result of world service, in the same way, for the other two types of service of the self and the gathering, let all three, means thoughts, words, and actions, be free from obstacles. For only then would it be said that you have number one success in service. To be successful in all three means to claim a number. Thus here, let there be success at the same time in all three types of service. Let the drums beat. If the drums only beat in one corner, the sound does not reach the ears of Kumbhakarna, means sleeping giant. When these drums beat in all directions, all the Kumbhakarnas will then awaken. At present, one wakes up and another one goes to sleep. When the second one wakes up, the third one goes to sleep. They wake up a little and say that this is good, and then they go back to sleep. However, only when they wake up and say, "Oh ho, Prabhu," means how wonderful God is, in words or in their minds, and claim their inheritance of liberation, will completion take place. Only when they awaken can they claim their inheritance of liberation. So, do you understand what you have to do? Be cooperative with one another. By protecting others, you will protect yourself. That is, you will be able to save in your account. However, closely you bring others into contact with plans of service, that much result of service will be visible in a practical way. You have been doing the service of giving a message and you must continue to do that. But this year, you mustn't just give the message, you also have to make them cooperative. That is, bring them into close contact. You get them to fill in a form, and that will continue anyway. But this year, move forward. Get them to fill in a form, but do not leave it at that. Bring them into a relationship. Create plans depending on the type of person to form a connection with them. Even if you have small programs, let this be your aim. Do not make them cooperative just for 1 hour or just while they fill in a form, but with cooperation, bring them close. Develop a connection or relationship with them. Then, as you progress further, the form of service will change. You won't have to do anything for yourself. People who are in relationship with you will speak on your behalf. You will just have to give blessings and drishti. Just as nowadays they make Shankaracharya sit on a chair, in the same way they will sit you on a chair of being worthy of worship, not on a silver chair. They will become instruments to prepare the field, and you will just have to sow seeds with your drishti, speak a few words of blessings, and then revelation will take place. From that, the Father will be visible through you, and with the experience of the Father's drishti and His love, the sound of revelation will begin to be heard. You have now completed the golden jubilee of service. Now others will do service and you will be happy just being observers. For instance, what does the Pope do? He simply gives drishti and speaks a few words of blessings to such a huge gathering. Others will be instruments to give long lectures. You would say that the Father has told you thus things, and others will say, whatever these people have said are the Father's words. There is no one else like that. So, such hands will gradually be prepared. Hands have become ready to look after the centers, have they not? In the same way, others will emerge who will gain experience and then speak on the stage on your behalf. They won't be those who just praise you. They will become instruments to clarify deep points of knowledge and also prove that this godly knowledge is right. However, in order for this to happen, bring such loving and cooperating people into contact and then form a relationship with them. The aim of this whole project is to make them cooperative in such a way that you yourselves became the might and they became the mics. The aim of the service of cooperation is to prepare mics who, on the basis of their own experience, reveal your and the Father's knowledge. Prepare mics who easily and automatically impress others. Do you understand what the aim of service is? What is the butter that will be extracted from all of these programs you have had? Do a lot of service, however, this year, together with giving a message, make this addition. Keep an eye open to see who such worthy ones are, and from time to time bring them into contact in different ways. Let it not be that you had one program and then another after that and then another, so that the first group of people were just left there and those of the recent program came to the forefront. Here too, you will have to experiment with the power of accumulation, means with contacts. Continue to accumulate from every program so that at the end a rosary is created of those who are in contact and have a relationship with you. Do you understand? What else remains? The program to meet Baba. This year, BapDada wishes to see the result of 6 months service. Whatever plans you have created for service, cooperate with everyone, everywhere, and travel around to serve. Inspire zeal and enthusiasm in everyone, young and old, and make them move forward in all three aspects of service. This is why BapDada had served you totally this year, transforming the night into the day. This is now the year to eat the fruit of all three varieties of service. This year is not for coming here. It is the time to eat the fruit. Means there was not going to be a Madhuban season that year. This year nothing is fixed for you to come here. Sakash means subtle rays of light and might from the Father is constantly with you. You have been told what is fixed in the drama. What is acceptable to the drama must also be accepted by you. Do a lot of service. The results will be seen in 6 months. Now make a plan to fulfill the Father's desires. Wherever you look, whoever you see, let each one's thoughts, words, and actions be such that they ignite the lamp of the Father's hopes. First, show the example of this in Madhuban. First, make a model of the saving scheme in Madhuban. First of all, accumulate in this bank. The Madhuban residents have all received blessings. There are still some who have to meet Baba, and that will also be completed soon this year, because the Father has love for all his children. In fact, each child receives blessings from the Father at every step. The children who have love in their hearts are moving forward with blessings at every step. The Father's blessings are not just in words, but they are from the heart too. And blessings from the heart always give the experience of happiness, zeal, and enthusiasm in the heart. Thus is the sign of blessings from the heart. The sign of those who have imbibed the blessings of the heart into their own hearts is that they constantly move forward with happiness, zeal, and enthusiasm. They never get stuck or confused about anything. They never stop at anything. Through the blessings, they continue to fly, and everything else is left down below. Even the sight scenes cannot stop those who are flying. Today, BapDada is congratulating the children who have served the season, those who have served tirelessly from their hearts. Special congratulations to the servers. You came to Madhuban and became the decoration of Madhuban. BapDada is congratulating the children who have become the decoration of Madhuban. Congratulations are also being given to the elevated souls who are the instrument responsible, who are also constantly tireless and, like the Father, refreshing everyone with their service. Congratulations to the chariot as well. Congratulations to the server children everywhere. You have been moving forward whilst being free from obstacles, and you have to continue to move forward in the same way. Congratulations to all the children of this land and foreign lands who have come here, and congratulations for your refreshments. However, don't just keep these refreshments for 6 months, keep it forever. As to the refreshments, by all means come here for more refreshments, because all the children always have a right to the Father's treasures. The Father and the treasures are always with you and will always be with you. Simply make yourself an example in the things that have been underlined and claim extra marks in this exam. Don't look at what others are doing, but make yourself an example. For within that, whoever takes up the initiative is Arjuna. That is number one. When BapDada comes next time, let the actions of angels, the words of angels, and the thoughts of angels always be visible in each and every one. Let such transformation be seen in the gatherings. Let everyone experience how unique the words and actions of angels are. BapDada wants to see the ceremony of this transformation. If each one of you were to tap your words for even one day, you would understand all of this very clearly. Just check and you will know clearly how much is being wasted. Check it with the tape of the mind, not with a physical tape. Words that are ordinary are also accumulated in the account of waste. If instead of 4 words you speak 24 words, in what category do the 20 come? Therefore, save your energy and then the 2 words of blessings that you speak will do the work of an hour's lectures. Acha, to all the spiritual moths who totally sacrifice themselves, to all the spiritual souls who move forward with the determination to become equal to the Father, to the double-light children who constantly go across any type of sight seen with their flying stage, love, remembrance, and namaste from BapDada, the spiritual flame. The spiritual children says namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. Blessing. May you have an intellect filled with faith and transform the sanskars of all souls with your benevolent feelings. Explanation. Your intellect has 100% faith in the Father so that no matter how much someone tries to shake you, they cannot. In the same way, no matter what type of paper souls in the divine family or in the worldly community gave you, even if they get angry and oppose you, insult you, or defame you, they cannot shake you. For this, simply have benevolent feelings for all souls, and these feelings will transform their sanskars. You mustn't become impatient, and thus fruit will definitely emerge at the right time. Thus is fixed in the drama. Slogan. With the power of purity, make your thoughts clean and pure and filled with knowledge and finish your weaknesses. Om Shanti